Hello, everyone, and welcome back to where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Alicia.
Hello, Alicia. Hi, everyone. I'm Peter.
How are you today, Peter?
I'm great, thank you. Actually, I am very happy today because we are talking about something very close to my heart.
Me too, Peter. But I have to be honest, I am also a bit nervous. Every time I have to talk about myself in English, my stomach feels tight.
Why is that? You speak English every day now.
I know, but it's different. When I talk about the weather or my job, it's just words. But when someone asks, "So, Alicia, tell me about yourself," I feel like I disappear. I look for the words, and they are all so small. I feel like a basic version of myself. In my own language, I am funny, I am smart, and I have many stories. In English, I am Alicia. I like coffee. I work in an office. It's like my personality is stuck behind a wall.
That is a very heavy feeling. It's like you are wearing a mask that is too small for your face.
Exactly. And the worst part is the silence. Someone asks me a deep question, and I just smile and say, "I don't know how to say it." Then I go home and I feel so sad. I feel like I lied to them. Not because I said something wrong, but because I didn't say anything real.
This is the quiet growth we always talk about on this channel. Learning English isn't just about passing a test. It's about finding yourself in a new world.
But Peter, how do I do that? I try to prepare. I write down sentences like, "my hobbies are," or "I grew up in," but when I say them, they feel fake. They sound like a robot reading a menu. I want to tell people about my dreams, about why I'm looking for a new path in my life. But I'm afraid.
Afraid of what?
Afraid that if I try to be real, I will make a mistake. And if I make a mistake while talking about something important, it will hurt more. It's safer to stay basic. If I say, "I like coffee," and I make a mistake, it doesn't matter. But if I say, "I am trying to find my purpose," and I say it wrong, I feel like a fool.
So you are choosing to be boring to protect your heart?
I, I never thought about it that way. But yes, I think I am. I'm hiding.
Everyone is hiding a little bit, Alicia. Even native speakers. But when you are learning a language, the hiding is louder. You feel like everyone can see your empty places.
Yesterday, I was at a dinner with some colleagues. They were all talking about their childhood memories. I had such a beautiful story about my grandmother's garden. I could see the flowers in my head. I could smell the air. But when it was my turn, I just said, "My grandmother had a house. It was nice."
Oh, Alicia, that must have been so frustrating.
It was terrible. I felt like I was losing my history. If I can't tell my stories, do I still have them? Or am I just this new, simple person who only likes nice houses?
This is the struggle of every learner. We feel like we are losing our color and becoming black and white. But the color is still there. You just need to learn how to paint with a smaller brush for a while.
But what if people don't wait for the painting? People in the real world are fast. They don't want to wait for me to find the right adjective. They move on to the next person.
Some people will move on, that is true. But the right people, the ones who actually want to know you, they will wait. The problem isn't the people, Alicia. The problem is the question you are asking yourself in your head while you speak.
What question?
You are asking, is this perfect? instead of asking, is this me?
But if it isn't perfect, how can it be me? I am a perfectionist.
And that is exactly why you are stuck. You are trying to build a bridge with perfect stones, but the river is moving too fast.
So, what do I do? Do I just let the mistakes happen?
It's more than that. It's about a specific kind of honesty. A kind of honesty that is very, very uncomfortable.
You always say that, Peter. Uncomfortable. Why can't growth be comfortable for once?
Because if it's comfortable, you're not growing. You're just repeating. Alicia, let me ask you something. If you could say one thing about yourself right now, one thing that is 100% true, but you don't have the perfect words for it, what would it be?
I would say that I am tired of being afraid. I am tired of being a ghost in my own life because of a language.
That is beautiful. And you just said it in English.
But my grammar was probably...
Stop. Did you feel like a robot when you said that?
No. I felt heavy.
That heaviness is your soul. It finally found a way out. But Alicia, there is a secret about talking about yourself that most teachers don't tell you. It's a secret that changes everything.
What is it?
It's a question that you must answer before you open your mouth again. But are you ready to hear it? Because once you know it, you can never go back to, I like coffee.
You left me with a very big question, Peter. What is this secret? What is the question I need to answer?
The question is, are you willing to be vulnerable in a language you don't own yet?
Vulnerable. That's a big word. What does it mean exactly?
To be vulnerable means you are open to being hurt or judged. It means you show your real self, even if your English armor is broken. Most people wait until their English is perfect to be vulnerable. But the truth is, you can't get to perfect without being messy first.
That feels like a trap. If I show my real self and people laugh at my English, they are laughing at me, not just my grammar.
Exactly. That is why it's so scary. But let's reflect on your life for a moment. Think about your best friends in your own country. Why are they your friends? Is it because you always speak perfectly?
No, it's because we shared our secrets. We cried together. We laughed at our mistakes. To reflect means to think deeply about something. When you reflect on those friendships, you see that the mistakes were the things that made you close. English is the same. If you only say perfect things, you will only have perfect and boring relationships. I see. So the struggle I feel isn't because my English is bad. The struggle is because I am trying to be someone I'm not. Exactly. The struggle, that difficult fight you have every day, is between your old self and your English self. You are trying to force the English Alicia to be as smart as the native Alicia. But the English Alicia is still a teenager. She needs time. She needs to be allowed to make mistakes. I feel like I'm always apologizing. Sorry for my English. Sorry I forgot the word. It makes me feel small before I even start talking. Stop apologizing for existing. Your English isn't a problem to solve. It's a journey you are on. When you talk about yourself, start with the truth. Instead of saying, I am a manager, try saying, I am a person who is learning how to lead in a new language. That feels much more honest. It takes the pressure away. But Peter, how do I find the words for my inside world? I have so many feelings, but my vocabulary is just happy, sad, tired. You don't need big words to describe big feelings. Some of the most powerful things in the world are simple. I am scared. I am proud of you. I need help. These are A1 level words, but they have C2 level power. You're right. Yesterday, my boss asked me how I felt about the new project. I wanted to say it is a complex opportunity with many challenges, but I couldn't remember the word complex. So I just said, it's a big job. I'm a bit nervous, but I'm ready. And what did he say?
I realize now that I was looking for a new path, but I was looking in the wrong direction. I was looking for more grammar rules, but I should have been looking for more courage.
Courage is just the ability to speak while your heart is shaking.
Okay, I want to try. I want to tell you something about me. Something real, not from a book.
I'm listening.
I always felt like I wasn't enough. In my job, in my life, and when I started learning English, that feeling got bigger. I felt like I was less than everyone else because I couldn't speak fast. But talking to you now, I realize that my speed doesn't define my value.
That is the most professional and beautiful thing I have heard all day.
I didn't even use moreover or furthermore.
Thank God for that. You just used your heart. But, Alicia, there is one more thing. Talking about yourself is only half of the story. There is a second part that is even more important for your identity.
My identity? What do you mean?
We'll talk about that in a moment, but first I want to ask everyone watching, are you like Alicia? Are you hiding behind I like coffee because you're afraid of your own stories?
We're back. You mentioned the word identity, Peter. I know that word. It's who I am. But how does English change my identity?
Your identity isn't a stone, it's a river. When you learn a new language, you aren't just adding words, you're adding a new way to see the world. You might be Alicia 1 in your native language and Alicia 2 in English, and that's okay. You don't have to choose one, you can be both.
I used to think Alicia 2 was broken, but maybe she's just new.
She's a pioneer. She's exploring a new land, and every time she speaks, she makes an impact.
Impact? Like a crash?
Not a crash. An impact is the effect or influence you have on someone else. When you told your boss you were nervous, you had an impact on him. You changed his mood. You made him feel safe.
I never thought that my broken English could have a positive impact. I thought I was just annoying people. People are only annoyed when you are fake. When you are real, they are inspired. Your identity in English grows every time you choose to be honest instead of perfect. So, talking about yourself isn't about giving a report of your life. It's about letting people see your process. Exactly. So, what are the small, practical steps for everyone listening? I think the first step is to stop the happy ending lie. Don't wait until you're fluent to share a story. Share a small piece of your story today with the words you have. Yes, and the second step is to use feeling words instead of fact words. Instead of saying, I have a dog, try saying, my dog makes me feel calm when I am stressed. That's a great tip. It's the same grammar, but it says so much more about who you are. And the third step? Be patient with the English you. She is doing her best. She is fighting a very hard battle. Give her a hug instead of a critic's review. I think I can do that. I'm going to go to work tomorrow, and when someone asks, how are you? I won't just say, I'm fine. I might say, I'm a bit busy, but I'm looking forward to the weekend. It's a small change, but it's real. That is the quiet growth. It doesn't look like a big explosion. It looks like a tiny flower growing through the sidewalk. It's slow, it's quiet, but it's stronger than the concrete.
Peter, thank you. I feel like I have more color today.
You always had the color, Alicia. You just needed to let the paint dry.
And what about you? Talking about yourself is the hardest part of any language. It forces us to look in the mirror. So we have a deep interactive question for you today.
If you had to describe yourself using only 3 simple words, no jargon, no fancy grammar, what would they be? For example, mine are curious, calm, learning.
Mine are searching, resilient, hopeful.
Write your 3 words in the comments below. Don't think too much. Don't check the dictionary. Just write the first 3 words that feel like you.
We promise to read them. This community is a safe place to be imperfect.
And if you want to keep growing with us, please subscribe to the Think and Speak English channel. We believe in you, even on the days when you don't believe in your English.
Also, if you enjoyed this conversation, you should watch our next video, How to Stop Comparing Your English to Others. It will help you protect your English identity.
Thank you for spending your time with us. It is a gift.
Keep speaking. Keep being you.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye. See you in the next story.